National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot. And it's going to bring in 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Ravens at 4-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Fighting through. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Hurts. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
from the gun. Jackson dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Jackson now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Rodgers on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 129 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And that flag accepted.
Jeff Potts to kick off for the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Gibbs on the toss left. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught into space at the 45. Down the left sideline. He may go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
At their 49-yard line.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This now a 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Loss of 4 yards. And it's 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Gibbs straight ahead, and he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down. It got his man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crosser. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
No touch it.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's third down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 7.
Hurts going to move him around.
At the Ravens' 3-yard line.
Gibbs again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
63.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Lions are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, a lot of happy faces.